everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Titans are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Rams, who will be testing that coverage.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And some space here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Here's Goff. That's caught by his rookie tight end. It's Gerald Everett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again they run with Gurley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On first and goal, Gurley. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Goff throwing again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. To the air again. Goff. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try the air now with Goff. This is caught. Watkins. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw on second down is gone. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Goff on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Throwing is Mariota to Mixon on the check down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Short yardage. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find that as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for one. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception here, Mariota dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there at the 43. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run here with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From from the shotgun. It's Mariota. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Will Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and bunch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Goff now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and it's third and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Goff. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating First half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Goff. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So a tough break here. Mariota out. And look who's going to get a shot here in relief. It's Robert Griffin III. Now Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A first throw for the backup Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Griffin. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there. So explosive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Going with a screen for Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Griffin. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Griffin. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught. Eddie Royal. Touchdown, L.A. Eddie Royal, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Griffin on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down. Here's Griffin. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Out of the gun, Griffin. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to sneak with Griffin. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. RG3, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Goff. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. half. It's Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try the air now with Goff. Royal making the catch over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Goff now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This one taken from the 7. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around